See, my people, this life, if you go marry, you for marry well, because divorce can be very nasty. Well, the court has finally brought an end to the.
The divorce can be nasty now. Nasty to say it.
Oh, it can be very ugly because what I am seeing in Asamoah Gyan's case, his wife, ex-wife now, made some demands that the court should give her.
And to be beside say Asamoah Gyan what regret aware and I say what regret so worry Gifty Sandra Jamasia obe respond the same.
Oh, me regret it because I chose to marry her.
Okay.
And during the marriage, I didn't want to even talk about it so many years. And I decided say no. I have to do the needful. And I made me study some investigation. And I saw the truth. And I took it to court. Court to say, say this. And yes, you go him.
A lot of evidence in the coin.
Evidence that was on point.
Wow.
Because I won't even take any decision here. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay. Ghana for
because of this divorce case. And one is $1 million in alimony, share of Asamoah Gyan's stake in a number of businesses and claims, share of an East Legon mansion and a property known as Baby Jet Heights. And she wanted the cost of all the legal fees paid by Asamoah Gyan. And the court rejected all of these things.
Which is unfair.
Why do you say it's unfair?
They've been married for how long? I don't know. Officially 2013.
Yes.
2010, 2023 is a decade.
Yeah.
Before that, they were together.
Yes.
So if divorce,
they have how many children?
They have 3 children. If divorce is coming in, I don't see why she should I don't know which. Was it a female judge or a male judge?
It doesn't matter.
I don't know. I'm just feeling.
Male judges cannot be objective.
No, I don't even know who said
like
it, but I don't think the judge was like the woman deserved more. She deserved more because it is her time, it is her energy she has poured into this man and his family.
Well, if you look at some of the claims,
I'm not saying all of it, but at least the legal fees should have been covered, especially because it was Asamoah Gyan who made her start the divorce process. You've come to disgrace me, disgrace my name. And everything. I'm like, well, I can't deal with you again because if you can do this, clearly you are no more in love with me. So I want a divorce. So she started she wanted a divorce because you've come to say that your children, if you say the children we have are not yours, means you are saying I was like
extramarital.
Exactly, and which is actually another topic that I even come to. And then you say that in the public eye, make it look like you are following this as a Majan Kai, that's going to put a fidelity crowd.
But we know the Sarah Kobla issue and all kinds of things.
So of course, I think the judge could have given her at least the legal fees should have been covered by Asamoah Gyan because he's the one who triggered the divorce. He made the divorce, the whole divorce decision start.
Okay, so Mr. Kwes, the court actually granted some of the things like 25,000 Ghana cedis.
But that's for the children.
That's peanuts for 3 children.
And also, Gifty would receive the UK, the mansion in UK, Asamoah Gyan's mansion in UK. She's also going to get ownership of the land meant for a fuel station.
The fuel station in this one, Monka's land. I don't even know why they even say fuel station.
She has also been.
Why is fuel station getting straight bullet?
And there's no fuel station on that. Then it's a land meant to be, so it's a plain land.
She's also been given a BMW and an Infinity.
Or the heading.
Infinity by this time. Infinity.
So you think the court has been unfair to her?
I mean, look, on the face of it, it's clear that the court. I understand why people will think that the court has been unfair because you spent so many years with a man, and some of the reports are saying that she knew him before he even became Asamoah Gyan. So she knew him or they were in a relationship from the his Liberty Professionals.
That's like 2000
in Ghana.
2000.
It's just that things were not officialized, like they were not married. And then people were saying, other people are saying, it's a rumor that it's Asamoah Gyan's late mother, who basically impressed upon him to do right by the lady and marry her, and she was in the UK at the time. So you realize that, you know, the social dynamics between the two of them, she was in a better place when he was still climbing, even though, yes, we know the Gyan family have really not been poor or lacked, but yes. So when you put or take all of that into consideration, you think that it was unfair. However, when you want to look at it strictly on the face of the law, then if what is being said, and is it from the court, is it from the case that the marriage was not legal to start with, or it was the marriage was
that's what
annulled
Asamoah Gyan's father has
on
to
a
say.
technicality that she was married, legally married to someone else,
Yes.
who others believe was or is her brother, for the purposes of getting how do you call it, the right immigration documents and
That whole thing
statuses and
is
all of
another
that.
one.
You know, the residency or whatever it is, residential permits for the brother in the UK. So that marriage was arranged, and by the time they were getting married, that particular marriage was still valid, rendering their marriage of over a decade an invalidity or illegitimacy from the get-go.
I hear actually Asamoah Gyan wanted them to declare the marriage null and void,
Yes.
to say unexisting,
It
and the
didn't
court
exist. So what we
refused.
know,
It wouldn't even make
what we
sense.
know on a legal basis, it makes sense. What we know on a legal basis, you can't be legally married by ordinance to two people at the same time.
Yes, but
Well,
the marriage
yes.
was not
So-
declared null and void; it was just annulled.
So yeah,
Because out of that,
No,
came
no,
Three
but-
children.
Yes.
but that's the
So-
point. No, but there's cohabitation these days, and cohabitation has rights. It executes rights to the participants. So that could also be a valid point. So let's not say that just because it was not annulled, or it's because she's getting something because it wasn't declared null and void. Yeah, it's being annulled is even close to that. It's annulled means that from the get-go it wasn't legitimate. So on the face of it, like the strictly saying, the law is the law. I don't know how. I see how she will see it.
You don't know how, but you see
No,
how.
no, no. I see how she will see it as not necessary to go through the entire process with the earlier marriage, because I'm sure, and this is a mistake we all do. I'm sure she felt that Asamoah Gyan perhaps knows the truth about this whole thing. She knows
But
everything about that
this
marriage.
whole
and knows that it's
situation
not
is a
serious
problem,
marriage, right? But now he's seen it as a proper grounds
an
to get
opportunity.
whatever he wants to get. Now, if Asamoah Gyan is really doing that he knew about this marriage, knew that the marriage on paper was to the brothers to help the brother out, the lady's brother, and he's using it against her, then that's where him being cold comes in. Then I ask me, it's too cold to do that to the mother of your children. Then I ask the question, why will a man do this? It's clearly he's peeved about something.
Right.
You know, that just goes beyond, because
Or he's being
look at
greedy.
how. No, I don't think that a man would just be that greedy.
You don't
I
think
mean, yes,
so?
some men do that, but Asamoah Gyan doesn't come out as the type of
but
person,
when-
the type of person who would do that. Asamoah Gyan, no, look, sometimes you look at people's action. What has Asamoah Gyan done, right? Outside of abuse of power, outside of having the means to have other girlfriends, all the scandals Asamoah Gyan has been in. How is it different from people who have his status and his power, that amount,
Please.
that money, or his
From what we've
financial
seen,
means in society?
rich people are
It's not
greedy
different.
and always
That's what I'm
greedy.
saying. Anything Asamoah Gyan has done, that will lead you to say, oh, he can be that cold to the mother of his children. It's not different from anything anybody has. The scandals should not should not paint a picture, a dark picture about him. From other things I've seen, I think he's a bit more compassionate than these actions, this court action seems to suggest.
You think-
Which
anyway.
means that there is something else going
No,
on.
but you said you think
If you look at-
it probably is just somebody
See,
who has realized
see.
that he's got an opportunity
No,
to
no,
not
no,
pay
no.
alimony.
Nobody will do
He's
that.
got an
No,
opportunity to
no,
not
no,
share his assets with somebody that he's worth has. Don't say
The
nobody.
point,
Please, we know people
let me
who are
explain.
greedy.
My point is this: he has the grounds to fight so she gets nothing, or she even gets what she's getting today. Yeah.
Wait.
But
Because-
No, but you know, she actually didn't get anything because the report says that all the things that you are mentioning that she's got were originally gifts to her, so they've already been put in her name.
Okay.
So she's got nothing.
Fine. So what
The
I'm
only
saying,
thing she's getting is the 25,000, which is for the kids.
yes,
She's got nothing.
and it's because the marriage was legally an illegality for them from the
Me, I
get
personally
go.
think that
It's as simple as that. Now for
Asamoah
you
didn't
to
want to do that.
this is what I'm trying to say. For me to have a loaded gun, I'm in a fight with somebody and I have a loaded gun, and that's my advantage against the person, is one thing. Me deciding to use that gun is another
When we're in
thing.
a fight, we're in a fight.
No.
Violence.
See, me deciding to use the gun takes it a notch further. At that point, I know that I can injure the person, I can possibly kill the person. Then I'm asking myself, is this what I really want to do? If I actually go through with it, then it means that the basis, what is fueling my decision at that point, is way bigger than what. That's what I'm trying to say.
There is an inner source.
Yes, there is something that Asamoah Gyan, it cannot be just the fact that Asamoah Gyan has a loaded gun, is just shooting because now I have another. And the person we are talking about, see, it has been established that the 3 children are his children.
Yes.
No matter what he feels towards the woman, those are she is the mother of her kids.
That is why he's looking after only his
whatever
kids.
he does to her, the children will not forgive him.
Exactly.
So that decision will not be taken lightly by any sane person.
Please.
Number 2, where
We are
this story
making
started
assumptions.
from. Who just gets up and decides to say, let me do DNA for my 3 kids?
Yeah.
But he
Have
didn't,
they
he didn't do
explained-
DNA.
Have they
No,
explained?
he did not do DNA
What?
because DNA from the court document shows that the kids are his.
Yes.
He made he did not get up to. If he had done a DNA, he wouldn't have made that statement in the first place to say that I'm leaving my wife because the kids are not mine.
If that's what he believed and that's what he said at the time, he didn't say based
No,
on
but
DNA.
you are saying who gets up to do DNA? Who
That's
gets up to say the kids are not
So
theirs
we are
without
saying the
DNA?
same thing.
Yeah,
We are
so-
saying
so
the
it
same
means
thing.
something must
That
have-
something pushed him to
something
question.
must
That
have.
ended up
Please,
at the
people are
beginning,
just greedy.
which is
I'm sticking
ending
to
there.
my
you
point.
see,
People are just greedy.
in all of this, they say when 2 elephants are fighting, it's the ground that suffers.
And which
What
is
is
the ground?
what is this doing to their kids?
I don't think the
children?
kids have any problem. Please,
Why would I take away my problem?
But if wait, hold on.
When I was going through
My
this
sister.
story, all I kept saying is that how are these kids feeling
Divorce
at
in
the
itself-
moment right now? And that was when I came to the conclusion that look, divorce can really
But
be
divorce
very
from
messy and nasty.
everywhere has always had effects on kids. Kids have always taken the brunt of divorce. Now,
No,
if you
but
are in
a
the
messy
community,
divorce
wait.
like this, it takes it
Like,
another
you
further.
see this divorce as messy.
It's messy.
How is it messy?
Yeah, but it's been
I
done
think
in
this
the public. It's their mother.
Please, there have
Their
been
mother.
messy
No.
divorces.
The point is, their mother at this point is making the news for getting no form of compensation from their father from this man. So that is what Asamoah Gyan must think about.
The
I don't know.
Asamoah Gyan
Look,
made the
look,
same.
let-
Asamoah Gyan brought this into the public by saying his kids are not his.
But-
He brought it into
Yeah,
the
but we
public.
are talking about the
it is
effect of the children
that
now.
was even a bigger effect on the kids' mental health than their mother not getting
It's
anything.
all part of it.
So-
Because imagine I'm there and today, someone can say that you are not your father's child. Like,
Yes,
and this one is not
definitely.
somebody, it is your
Your
father
own.
is saying that you are not my child.
Yeah.
So we all agree it would have a lot of effect on.
I
these
don't think
kids.
that this court precedence is the list of the effects it has on them.
Whichever
kids'
way,
mental
it
health,
will have
per se.
it will have an effect on them. But what I'm saying is this, and this is something fathers should learn. When you do, you see, they make the mistake to think that, oh, you know what, I have a problem with your mother, yeah, and I can treat her anyhow. But once I'm taking care of you, you should be fine with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kids are naturally attached to their mother. You, the father, must work very hard to even get half of the attention that they'll give to their mother.
Yeah.
So whatever pain you inflict on the mother, automatically you inflict on the children.
Yes.
So it cannot be delineated. People should actually make sacrifices in messy relationships with their mother's children just for the sake of their relationship with their children, because it's very important. So that basically controls how far you go. That is the only part of it that I'm disappointed, that brings my disappointment towards Asamoah Gyan, and the fact that he's fighting tooth and nail to ensure that the woman really gets nothing from the divorce. God forbid, if something happens to Asamoah Gyan, he doesn't have a will, his family will come. You know how close he is with the family, and then they're all involved in his family will come, take whatever they want to take, purportedly, I don't know, or even if not specifically Asamoah Gyan, anybody in this particular case, basically your family will fight. Yes. Basically for it. Yes. So actually giving half or whatever percentage to the mother of your children is by extension securing the future of your children.
It's been greedy.
Seriously,
I am
it's securing them because you are having all those property for yourself alone. You go and remarry. If you go and marry legitimately,
now
the
she
second person
50% of that.
Yes. So what parent will you leave to your children if you don't leave a substantial amount to their mother?
So I mean,
that's a very great point. To all the men out there who think that they are cheating their wives by hiding yourself. Their property, you are cheating yourself. Because the actual sense is when you die without a will in this country, 50% is what your wife gets, which your wife and kids, and 50% goes to your family. Your extended family who probably did shit. Jack.
And this one you are fighting your wife with your family. So then you know where your
so God forbid for Asamoah Gyan today dies.
Why not give it to the wife and know that?
Exactly, because
and know that
your children are covered. How many women? Seriously.
But don't you think he would
when you serious
be sensible enough to win?
We don't know what he's sensible to see.
Yes,
see,
that will be his way.
Have you seen him do all kinds of foolish things before?
Let's come back. How many people in Ghana do wills?
Because we
so
all think we won't die.
So many people die interstate in this
in
country.
Fact, we all think we won't die, so
many
write
people
the will down.
Yeah, like
but for someone like Asamoah Gyan,
Master, don't see for Asamoah Gyan to have actually be happy. Me personally, I think the woman lost the case. I don't know how it happened.
That's the point. The technical thing. That
because.
Thing,
even if $1 million alimony was not granted because of the technicality of annulment, the properties they've given her is like small. 25,000 is 25,000 is small to after 3 kids, and these are people in the UK. So 25,000 comes to, they say it comes to about £1,700. What is she going to do with £1,700? She's paying school fees.
No, it doesn't include school fees.
It doesn't include
25,000 doesn't include school fees.
Upkeep,
it doesn't
mind you, these children are used to a certain lifestyle.
And
it doesn't also include flights.
Yes, but a certain lifestyle. Even for me in Ghana, 25,000 for 3 kids is small money.
Because she's spending more for 1 kid.
But what does this do to the image and brand of Asamoah Gyan?
Oh, he will take it. He will go scot free.
Asamoah Gyan's brand has survived Sarah Kobler. It has survived battering some journalists.
It has survived the hit on who was it? Who did the tennis ball?
Another guy.
Stuff. It has survived a lot. So me, and as another thing, especially because in Ghana, people are actually seeing that the woman has won the case, or they've given the woman properties. I'm saying that the properties they've given the woman
it's because it's not common for women to win. Well,
she's not one.
Lots of it don't come are not public, right? So people are not used to the news that this woman took this man to court for a divorce, and then with these claims, and she actually got the claims.
She did not get any claims.
Sometimes, no, I'm saying people are not used to that. So her even getting something, it sounds like a lot to them. Sometimes women just get up in Ghana and decide that because of the pain he has caused, you should take his property. Hey, you are cheating yourself. You should take his property.
Let me go. Go where? Madam.
I'm not serious.
When you were waking up, when you were staying up at dawn to cook that fufu for him, can eat at 8 p.m. before you sleep.
Thank God nobody wakes up to cook.
Shut fired.
Nobody.
So say, what would you have? What would you have the woman do?
Personally,
Yes.
I think the court has been unfair to the woman. She deserves more.
Okay.
Law is law. Technicality is there. But I think even for cohabitation, she deserves more for the number of years she spent with him.
Her contribution in apart from marriage. Her contribution.
I think maybe her lawyer didn't do her very well by proving, because she's definitely a part of this man's life, his success, his family, his generation, 3 kids, looking after them. This man is running about going to this country. He's one of those that doesn't move with his spouse and children. He's going to play football in another country. So these people have been living on their own. She's been holding their family up. So even if divorce is not allowed because technically it was an annulment, cohabitation, she deserves more than she got.
So
I think they've been unfair. Secondly, to all the bloggers out there saying their marriage was annulled because of technicality and she married for papers, we know that this is a global world, and the UK people might actually go now to investigate this whole claim of she married for convenience.
For her.
Can you imagine if, God forbid, the Home Office in the UK decides to go and check it and they realize that it's true?
Or criminal.
It is 14 years imprisonment.
Asamoah Gyan no force.
Up to 14 years imprisonment.
Asamoah Gyan no force. Asamoah Gyan no force.
That is the law. Up to 14 years imprisonment to do marriage by convenience for papers, because it is frowned upon in the immigration law. So that's another thing. Let's pray that maybe, you know how the statute of like when something happens after a time, you cannot trial it. Let's pray that maybe they won't pick it up. But if they do, she's in trouble.
Right.
That's one. Right. Then, madam, please sue for defamation.
Okay.
Because the person said you have 3 kids which are not his. The court has proven with DNA that the kids are yours. He has disgraced you. Please let him pay damages. Go and find a good lawyer to fight for that. Maybe fight it in the UK, because the UK is where your personality has been damaged. Fight it there and get some money from him. They've cheated you. That's what I think.
So this has been Sauce and Pepper. Let us know your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content. We are.